Get cozy everybody, because today we'll continue on with a game called Jikoronpa Laments of Isolation. Where were we? We were here. Let's go. Hey, don't get down on yourself for crap like that. It was just a mistake. Just be more careful next time, I guess. Still, a single mistake could cost us an entire battle. In the book I read these past 2 days, the ones fighting a war were able to win by taking advantage of every single opportunity they came across. So in this battle against the evil Dia, you must not let them have any opportunities. You're right, but would it be hard with the videos being revealed? Our loved ones being possibly dead is bound to shake up some people. My video wasn't that bad, I think, and even if it was, I know my mentor wouldn't die so easily. He couldn't have died so easily. If anything, he would go out with an honorable end, not like what I saw. He's the one who taught me all I know regarding a warrior's potential. After all, he would never go out against a villain like Dia. So we should aim to formulate a plan against Dia. We must take advantage of everything we can and win the war. We must find an alternate method to escape this deadly game. Alternate method, yeah. Yeah, you don't need to... Wait a second. Wait just a goddamn... I just had a realization, fellas. The reason why I always found Hikari Hanasaki to be absolutely adorable. Hikari Hanasaki looks like a Muna, a Pokemon from Gen 5. Look at the similarities. She's pink, she's round, and she has floral patterns all over her. Holy shit, Hikari Hanasaki is literally a Muna if she was a human form. That's why I found her so fucking adorable. Every goddamn time I played Pokemon Gen 5, whether it be Black and White or Black and White 2, I always have Muna in my team because Muna's adorable. First time I saw Muna, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this cute little thing? I want it. I want to hug it. It's fuck. And now I see Hikari and I was like, why do I find Hikari so adorable all the fucking time? It's because she's a fucking Muna. Hikari Hanasaki is a fucking Muna. That's why I always found her so fucking adorable. Just want to pet her head or something. Ah, what a realization. Anyway, alternate method. Well, the true strategies I've seen so far are either to commit murder or to find the person responsible for the death game. But those methods only hurt us in the long run. Yeah, I understand your point. Suspicion and shit helps nobody. Do you got any ideas for any other methods, though? Well, I haven't gotten that far. That's alright, Toshi. We'll find something. I know it. Look at that. She's a fucking Muna. She's adorable. I got an idea earlier, but if I told anybody, I'm not sure they'd be open to it. Just share your idea, Hanasaki. Come on. It may be impossible to fully prevent a murder, but if you were to have one specific predetermined target, that would be easy to murder. Would it be easier to catch somebody that does attempt a murder by watching over that person? Are you suggesting that you want to have a bodyguard or something? A watchman? God, what the fuck do we do? All of this shit is impossible to predict. How if we know what anybody's planning right now? Somebody could easily just put on a strong face but be planning some crap like murder in the meanwhile. Yeah, it's terrifying. Especially with how easy of a target I'll be. Not to worry, my warriors. A general such as I will put my life on the line to protect his warriors. Right, you're probably smart enough to come up with some awesome fucking solutions, aren't you? Indeed I am. Not all that smart, but I could be here for emotional support. With how amazing everybody in this group is, I know we'll find a way out. We have to. Just as I said that, I heard a few footsteps come behind Asuka and I. So I turned around and saw Iki and Kazuyuki. Huh? Hello, you three. Do you mind if Kazuyuki and I... God damn it, this bastard. Why the fuck are you here? Don't you have somewhere else to be, trampling on other people's will to live? It's not like I willingly wanted to hear your rasping voice again. Don't you have anything more worthwhile than the first grade level insults? Please, not right now, Kazuyuki. What's happening? What did you two need? Fuyuka asked Kazuyuki and I to go around and get some information. Surely wouldn't somebody like Sanosuke be more fitting for something like this? I hardly know why I was asked to join you. Well, she wanted at least 2 people to gather answers to avoid any inaccurate information, and I have a feeling Sinosuke got on her nerves. Still, I don't mind that it's you. Your many stories are very interesting, Kazuyuki. Stories? What? Does this asshole actually have something interesting going on in his brain besides being a piece of shit? Asuka, that is too far of a warrior. Retreat at once. If you weren't so stupendously ignorant, you would know I have a fair few stories to tell. Iggy seems to enjoy them at the very least. I didn't know somebody could have such bad fucking taste then. Guys, please don't fight. We don't need any more conflict. This piece of shit deserves it. Eek, sorry. Please, the 2 of you should not fight. I know you may not get along with Asuka, Kazuyuki, but that doesn't mean this child just insulted you. You should feel just as irritated as I do for how assumptuous they are. Well, I guess. Now, don't you fucking start, Kazuyuki. Don't you dare try to pull other people into your... Iki, Hikari, let us retreat from this battle. Right. Understood. Toshi took both of our heads and ran into the living room. The argumentative voice of Asuka and Kazuki faded into the background. Not again. Why does this always happen? I'm so sorry, you two. Promise that Kazuki isn't as argumentative as you've seen. I hope. If another fight breaks out, I swear to God. No, Iki, stay calm. Just stay calm. Do not apologize for your subordinate's actions, my warrior. You can be better than this too. I haven't spent that much time with Kazuki, so I can't say for certain, but I feel like they must have their reasons for being so aggressive towards each other right off the bat. Even so, I wish we could have one day without somebody yelling. Even back home I didn't hear this much yelling, though I still heard quite a lot. Too much, actually. Okay, maybe what I'm used to during dealing with both suspects and my boss isn't a good example. But it'll be alright, just have to keep our heads held up high. That's the spirit. You may become another warrior under my command with that enthusiasm. Maybe another time. I'm not exactly fit for a role like that. Physical pursuits and fights aren't my thing, really. Trust me, getting caught up in a rush of adrenaline won't end well, at all. Anyways, what I was trying to ask before was, what did you two see in your videos? Oh, why are you asking? Well, these videos may be connected in some way, right? From what I know thus far, most, if not all of them, were all recorded acts of violence, not simply photos of an aftermath. If we had gotten photos or extremely short recordings instead, it would open up the possibility that Dia or whoever controls Dia didn't commit the acts themselves. But with what I know so far, it's likelier that Dia or an accomplice of Dia committed these acts. Furthermore, the ones who recorded the videos likely have many resources, as the location seems to vary heavily. Traveling to many different locations just to record acts of violence must mean they have enough monetary resources for it. That is, assuming these acts are all recorded by the same person. Even then, if they have multiple accomplices who recorded the videos separately, that still points to a decent amount of influence. Well, perhaps you didn't need to be a warrior, but instead a strategist. I call for your service in my battle against Dia. Maybe another time. I still have trouble dealing with my own work situation, let alone strategizing for any sort of battle. But Dia has a lot of power. We can't beat them in their endless resourcefulness without you. Dia definitely has a lot of resources to know so much about us and our loved ones too. It's horrifying. Indeed, but thankfully, the videos may prove useful in another scenario as well. What do you mean? In the worst case scenario of a murder, knowing the contents of the videos may be useful depending on the victim. Depending on the victim? This is where I'm most experienced in my work, the mind and motive of a suspect. These videos were meant to overwhelm our minds, and due to that, a killer may choose a victim that reminds them of their own negative emotions. For example, if a person had an enemy in their past, they might subconsciously choose a victim that reminds them of said person. It's not a fully likely chance something like that will happen, but in the worst case scenario, it may prove useful. At least, I hope any of that proves useful. With my track record, hell of a chance any of it means much. Oh, I see. That's something to think about, but good to know, I guess. Well, if it'll help a fellow warrior, then I will tell you what I know regarding my video. The video had a focus on my mentor, my history mentor, to be specific. He was lying in bed and he seemed really sick. The video ended with somebody I don't know giving him some sort of medicine. I see. Iggy took a notepad out of their pocket and wrote down what Toshi said word for word. What about you, Hikari? It may be painful to recall, but it is important. It had my brother and... Now that I think about it, the context of the video seems strange. The person Naoki was talking to seemed familiar with him. They even called Naoki their friend. I know a lot of his friends, but the voice of that video didn't seem all too familiar to me. But if one of his friends was in that video, then how did Dia get a hold of it? Unless one of his friends has something to do with this game. Hikari? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just got distracted thinking about my video. Oh, it's perfectly alright. Thinking back to them must indeed be painful. You don't need to elaborate too much if you do not wish to. No, I'm fine. No, not to worry. Anyways, the video had my brother. He was talking to somebody he seemed to know, and he looked really panicked as he was backing away. He was injured too. They never showed the face of the person talking to him though, so I can't say much more. Somebody he seemed to know. Sorry, but I'm not sure about that myself. It just seemed like the person he was talking to knew him well enough from what they said. I see. Iki wrote down in his notepad again. Thank you, Yuzu. This may prove useful in the case of a murder. So your cooperation is very much appreciated. If anybody does commit the nefarious deed, you don't have to worry. With my courage, Hikari's emotional support, Asuka's strength, and your intelligence, no foes stand a chance against us. I agree. I am come equipped with many flower-related puns. I am powerful in my own right. Do you also equip your adorableness, or is that something you're born with, just natural for you? Exactly. By the way, Moon is a psychic Pokemon. I love that. Love the fucking pink ball of wonders and dreams. I really think you're overestimating my abilities, Toshi. What I do isn't very notable, at least compared to other things. Well, you're a detective, aren't you? You have more experience than the rest of us, at the very least. That may be true, however. I have little to no experience at physically investigating clues or spying on others to gain information. My mother usually handles all of the more serious cases, and in the cases I do help with, it's just interviewing the suspect. I've helped out with pinpointing their specific motives and behavioral inconsistencies, but actually investigating a murder? No idea. Oh, what kind of cases do you usually cover then? With advanced cases, sometimes I handle acts of theft and vandalism, I guess, but I've only worked at my mother's agency for a year, and so... On a normal day, I usually get called in to handle petty shoplifters or missing pets. Nothing super complex. Honestly enough, most of those cases are actually false alarms. Some store clerks and pet owners both get confused a lot, especially if they're older or more entitled than others. It's frustrating when nothing actually happens, and they waste time when actual people can be in danger. But anyways, that's besides the point. Do not fret, my pink-haired warrior. So you say that your skills aren't refined? Ludicrous, I say. Huh? Even capturing criminals like thieves and vandalists is the work of a great hero. Even if some cases are false alarms, any criminal at all deserves the righteous peace of the common person. Though you may not be the one to win a war directly, you'll be the one to initiate the winning opportunity. This is the mark of a true warrior as well. Thank you, but... I really doubt I'm as much of a hero as you say. I don't really do all that much, I just do what I need to. I've been prohibited from actually investigating most cases hands-on in the agency I work for anyways. The reason is incredibly frustrating, but I can't fight against it no matter how much I truly want to. Huh? Anyways, even if I do handle murder cases more often, the last one I was involved in, I barely remember when it was, but it feels recent somehow. I think I failed to even catch the suspect in that case. You think? It's strange, but the whole case is blurry to me. I remember that the head of a local organization was murdered, and the suspect was... I don't remember. I guess I must have paid so little attention back then that I don't remember anything about it now. Way to go, me. Waste your opportunities. How dare you talk to your lead warrior like that? Huh? Like what? If I said anything to make you all upset, please inform me of it. It is my duty to leave no bad blood between us. I may not be aware of what I did, but I will do all I can to resolve this issue. You say what you do already isn't good enough, but I doubt that. You are a strong and courageous hero, understand? As strong and courageous as anybody else. Every shoplifter you catch is another safe day for people at the store. Every missing pet you find is another owner filled with incredible joy. Helping people, giving joy or comfort to others, no matter how small, is the most courageous thing a person could ever do. You're the hero of your own story, so don't you dare say anything against that. Mom is right, so you better believe me when I say something like that. Though she's right, even if you're not super experienced with complex crimes, it's not something that's reflective of your skills. You're still making an effort to help us and think of possibilities. I believe in you and what you can do. Every person here is a help to our escape, especially you, Iki. Thank you, I think. I really do appreciate you two trying to give me another perspective, but I should probably check on Kazuki and somehow get information from Asuka. See you later, but thanks. Adorable. Iki nervously ran back to the hallway, seeming somehow flustered or confused. Toshi and I said our farewells as well after he left. Toshi saying he'll help Iki calm down Asuka. I didn't have much to do, so I eventually returned to my room and took some time to myself. I should have some free time. What should I do? Hang out with the others. Living room. Backstage. Kitchen. You're here in the kitchen again? No one in the laundry room? Weird. Alright, let's go for the feline of fables. Do you want to hang out with Colette? You sure? A pretty little flower petal. What has led you here, I wonder? Colette spent a good 10 minutes talking about her realm. She surprisingly had a lot to say in detail about it. I think Colette and I have gotten a little closer today. Do you wish to make a contract with me, mortal soul? Huh? A contract? Yes, for the low price of a mansion in your heart, perhaps you may be granted my demonic power. But you better hope nobody has a wish they'd be willing to kill for. No thank you, I have enough power already? I see, then what power do you possess? I can make good flower puns? Wait, where are your flower puns? How long have you been playing this game? The only pun you've made is the washing machine thingy. Where are your flower puns? If you're telling the truth, then showcase to me such abilities, alright? Demonstration. Do you want to be my friend? Because as a gardener, I can make sure we're flower buds. That's actually really good. Okay, you got me. I was caught off guard with that. Yeah. Was it that bad? No, it was that funny. Nah, it was good, Petals. I liked it. You did? Yeah, if the goddess of this crumbling world compliments you, you better be sure to believe her. I'm glad you liked it then. Yeah, but anyways, what did you want to talk to me about if you didn't need anything from me? I'm just wanted to hang out, I guess. You seem like a really interesting person. Your personality is more extravagant than what I'm used to, but I think you're not that bad, still. Extravagant? Yeah, I can see that. Takes a while for some to get used to this act of mine. But hey, it's fun to pretend to be a queen of darkness, so who cares what others think? No mortals can harm the inner psyche of such a powerful entity such as me, after all. I understand. There were some drama club kids back in my town who really got into those kinds of theater acts. It was a lot of fun when I ran into them, even if it was a bit strange at first. Perhaps they shall join my gang one day. Huh? You have a gang? Indeed, little soul. We wander across the earth, harvesting laughter and spreading tales of our greatness upon this land. We scavenge, we terrorize, we fabricate and beguile and seduce. We are the ones who shall restore eternal darkness upon this earth. Why do that? The felines. Why would we want darkness? I mean, I like the night, but I don't want night all the time. Your gang is a bunch of cats? Actually, this sounds oddly adorable. You're oddly adorable. Like a little army of cats following you and meowing alongside you. Oh, but that is a misconception. Though it is a dream to have an army of such fantastical divines at my command, our group is only inspired by such entities. We're just a group of teens and kids around our town, in reality, but it's a lot cooler with the way I said it before, ain't it? We even have matching tattoos. The little tattoo on my shoulder is a symbol of our extraordinary group. Wait, you give tattoos to children? That's... I'm fine with stickers, but... Well, you remember when I called myself the Feline of Fables, right? Oh yeah, when you first introduced yourself to me, I think you mentioned that. Indeed, my loyal subject, within my kingdom, all those who inhabit it are granted such a title. For example, alongside the feline of fables, there is also the feline of fireworks, the feline of fabrics, and more. Those little titles are usually about our interests. I've always loved telling stories, especially horror ones, so... Wow, so that's why you're the feline of fables. Indeed, many of our divine missions center around telling stories to mortals in town, exploring abandoned places and more. No matter what, the felines are the most wonderful group of individuals in any realm. You can trust me on that. That sounds so cool. I'd love to be in a little group like that. Doing random things together and having fun. You can just imagine how awesome it'd be to have a huge group of friends like that. So what are you gonna be? The feline of flowers? Hey, it actually suits Hanasaki. But then again, that is unrealistic for somebody like me. At most, I've had temporary friends from school, I think. None lasted long enough to even really think about forming a friend group. Guess that's another reason why I'm so jealous of Naoki sometimes. A huge group of friends with a similar interest is something I can only dream of. Who said it was unrealistic? I did? Is that a trick question? Oh, but don't fool yourself, mortal being. Even you may be able to ascend to godhood, being amongst the infinite constellations of the ethereal plane. By any chance, can you translate that into non-Colette speech? You can be part of my group if you want. You don't have to think of it as unrealistic anymore. Oh, sorry, don't worry. You don't need to let me join because of what I said. You don't need to pity me, trust me. I'll be okay. Sorry if I made you... Are you okay? Why are you just staring at me? As Clay continued to stare at me, she slowly inched closer to my face, staring. Starting to lift her heels, I felt too stunned to move back, but then... Mwah! Our noses touched. What just happened? That's how certain felines kiss, little soul. Kiss? We just met. I really don't think that we should move this quick. And that is one method of how I pass my malevolent curses onto unsuspecting mortals. Oh, right, just a Colette thing. She's so fucking adorable. Holy shit. From now on, you shall be cursed to accompany me as I teach you how to ascend to the levels of divinity I am amongst. Huh? It is a shame some mortals cannot comprehend my otherworldly way of speech, but I suppose I shall communicate this information to you in a term more mortals will catch on to. You'll be taught more about being a member of my group. Oh, are you sure? You really don't need to. Do you want to be cursed yet again, Petals? I have many curses awaiting you, dear mortal. That's fine. No more curses, please. I don't want to think how embarrassing our first curse was for me. Be prepared, mortal, for what you'll have ahead isn't for the faint of heart. As Colette continued to warn me about her terrifying group, I wondered just how I got wrapped up into this. I read up she is just pitying me or something. I shouldn't have said anything at all. But better than not trying at all, I guess. Maybe this'll be fun. Maybe. Soon I headed back to my room. After passing the time, I began to think. My mind wandered back to what Iki was trying to do earlier. These videos are meant to push us to commit murder. They're meant to be a source of agony for us. They're meant to make us question our reality and morality. So, what would everyone's videos be like? Their friends, their families, their teachers might be dead. Wouldn't that push anybody into it? Daisaku reacted especially aggressively towards the motive. He almost went after Dia. Should I check on him? I imagine Chiyoki would have already, but she's probably busy planning out the concert. So it might be good for me to see how he's doing. Setting out a goal for myself, I headed to Daisaku's door in the hall. I knocked a few times on his door and waited. Surprisingly, the door opened sooner than I expected. Hanasaki. Hey. What do you want from me? Nothing, I just want to know how you're handling things. What things? Still quite bothersome, I see. Come in. I nodded. Daisaku let me into his room, and I noticed that it was extremely similar to my own, with the exceptions of a few items. You know, I don't really know all that much about you, Daisaku. Don't you know enough? My parents are obviously pieces of shit, or make their own child mysteriously disappear if it benefits them. I've always been defined by them. Not much about me unrelated to that, Hanasaki. Besides, why do you care so much? I've been an asshole to you. Even a naive girl like you should realize that. That is true, he isn't the nicest at all, but compared to the crap I'm used to, yeah, he's a saint. What happened to little Hikari? He's like, this is better than I was before. What the hell happened to your past? I see Utazumi's reasoning somewhat. She's as if a rainbow became a person, full of pure, unadulterated compassion. Yeah. But Utazumi is somebody I cannot hope to understand, honestly. But you? I feel like I should understand, like I should know what is going on through your mind, but I can't. Why do you insist on being so persistent with me, Hanasaki? Is it that obvious? I made a bad first impression with you. Sorry for whatever I did, but I still want to be your friend. Want to make up for my mistakes. I still fail to understand. My older brother always taught me to take responsibility, to redeem myself. He said I should be persistent in fixing my mistakes. I'm my own person after all. Every mistake that happens is my own fault. So again, I'm sorry. Let me ask you a few questions. Huh? You can if you want to. What do you want to ask about? Were you ever compared to people you could barely understand? Were the voices around you ever so loud that you eventually shut up because no matter what, anything you said would make it worse? Have you ever felt resentment towards people for some fucked up reason you could never understand? How do I answer all of that? I know the answer to all three, but... No, actually, you don't have to answer, just watch something. Watch something? Do you mean your video? It's over on the desk. Feel free to. Alright, if you're okay with that. I didn't know why Daisaku wanted me to look at his video, but I listened. I moved over to his desk and started playing the video. Oh, look at that. A few people were on the screen, an older girl sitting over two younger people who seemed to be the same age. You guys sure like those books, don't you? I'm surprised. Why are you surprised? Are you calling me dumb? She'd be right, you are dumb. How can you even understand any of it? Can understand it fine. The reason I can't read is because your raspy voice keeps disturbing me every second, duh. Whoa. Didn't mean to insult either of you, alright? You guys just don't usually read books, do you? But I guess this must be an exception, huh? It's obvious why. This dummy's only reading it because Daisaku wrote it. What? I'm only reading it so I can tell him how terrible it is later. That should be obvious. You shouldn't be criticizing something when you're such a terrible writer yourself, idiot. Hey, Lucien would like to hear that if he was here, you know. If only he wasn't so busy recently. We all know he wouldn't dare tell Daisaku anything bad about us. He died before disappointing his dear Daisaku. At least Lucien has more manners than you. Can you just shut up for 1 minute? Sure. Tell me when you're gonna insult the book our dear Lucien helped Daisaku with. What? Lucien helped with this book? Wait, you two, I see someone. What are you talking about, Kanai? No time to explain. Let's go. Uh-oh. Hey, I wasn't done reading. There's no time. Takai, Asami, come on, be quiet and just follow me. The three of them proceeded to run away, the girl supposedly named Kanai taking the hands of the two younger ones. In the last seconds of the video, not a video, the video, because a video would imply any other kind of video, but it's supposed to be the video. Yeah. A person with black clothing walked by with a hammer in hand. It was covered in blood. Uh-oh. Is that the guy from fucking Corpse Party, the zombie stupid guy? What the fuck? It's just game so stupid. You've got fucking ghosts, you got fucking students trying to kill each other, and now there's a fucking zombie? Are you fucking kidding me? That game sucks. Then the video ended. Oh my god, I can't imagine how terrifying that must be for you, Daisaku. They're my siblings. I miss them. Are they related to the questions you asked me? I don't know anymore. I am just so foolish for forgetting them. So idiotic for that decision a few days ago. How could I forget them? How could I fucking forget everything? Huh? How are your siblings related to you not writing a poem? I don't even understand the reason myself. Damn it, why? Why am I crying? I'm so pathetic. During those moments, I guess I was sitting at that desk, simply staring at the piece of paper, barely able to finish any sort of poem. I tried to write several times about different things, but in the end, my last attempt went unfinished. I hated being forced to write something. I hated being forced to appease to people that made me uncomfortable. I hated all of it. Music, writing, art, even photography. What is the point of doing any of it if I'm just being forced to? What is the point of doing anything if I'm just a puppet trapped by measly strings? Being trapped yet again in this system of Diaz is a fate worse than death. That's what I thought, maybe. But I was so pathetic, wasn't I? I forgot about the three of them. I forgot they're all in the exact same situation that I was back in home. I forgot our promise to each other. Our promise to sacrifice everything for each other, to protect each other. I foolishly forgot all of that. They were just as trapped as I was, and I acted so foolishly and recklessly. I just made an enemy of myself, accused everyone, and would have gotten myself killed. God, why am I being so emotional? Damn it! Daisaku forcibly wiped away his tears and coughed, as if trying to clear the air. Daisaku, all of that sounds terrible. I'm so... No, you're not. You're not the one who should be apologizing. I apologize for my prior actions, Hanasaki. What? Can't your ears discern anything I'm saying? I said I apologize. If you make me say it a third time, you'd just be making me look desperate and weak. Unless I'm totally wrong about you, you're no sadist. I've been wrong about people before, though. Right, I'm not a sadist, I just... Why are you apologizing to me? What did you do? Oh, wait, is that the neighborhood cat again? God damn it. I don't feel like getting out of the chair right now. I don't think you're so ignorant as to not understand how terrible I've been, Hanasaki. Well, maybe you are a sadist. Didn't expect a fool with flowers on her shoes to be into that. I'm still not a sadist, damn it. I'm sorry, I just don't understand. It's not like somebody like you to apologize. Not like me. I see you're not as much of a mind reader as Aikawa then. But fine, I'll say it a third time for our dear sadist here. I apologize for everything I've done the past few days. Saying I despise you, putting everyone in the group into so much unnecessary conflict, and whatever other foolish actions of mine I forgot. None of it was your own fault, get it? So does that satisfy you, my dear sadist? You're going to joke about me being a sadist for a while, aren't you? I love their chemistry together. I'd say it's better than being called a fool, but maybe you're actually a masochist instead. Who knows? Wait, change the subject. If I'm being honest with myself, Daisaku did hurt me, but I don't understand why he's apologizing. He only hurt me because I hurt him first, didn't I? I don't understand what specific mistake I could have made, but I had to have done something. Didn't I? Hanasaki, you're oddly quiet. I mean, she's always been odd. A little bit oddball. Odd pink ball. Adorable. Right now I'm drinking tea today. Hopefully this tea here isn't expired. I just found it somewhere in the cupboards. Wait, is there an expiration for tea bags? Not really sure. I may be drinking expired tea. If that's the case, I mean, how long has it been here? Is this 2-3 years ago? I don't know. Oh boy. Hanasaki, you're oddly quiet. I don't know if I can forgive you, Daisaku. Really? I still don't entirely understand what's happening. You said you hated me just after meeting me, and now you're just saying it's all your fault? I'm sorry, but I just don't get it. What made you apologize? What made you suddenly tolerate me? Why are you suddenly saying all of this? I think you've made it clear you don't even understand your own reasoning, but even then, I want an answer, no matter if it's impossible to get one. So I can't forgive you. Not yet, at least. Not until I understand. I respect your decision. Huh? You shouldn't forgive me just because you're pressured to, Hanasaki. That much is obvious. And I'd be a hypocrite if I forced you to. And I'd be hypocritical. Oh yeah, that works too. And I'd be hypocritical if I forced you to. Even if I don't understand your reasoning, I still want to give you a chance, Daisaku. Especially with a motive in play, we need to be here for each other. That's the most we can do aside from experimenting with random prevention plans. I see. I suppose that is enough for me, Hanasaki. Thank you. And you're right. We have so many foolish individuals here, it may be unlikely for any plan to work. I want to believe, despite how much I fail to understand her, that Utazumi will find a way to lift the spirits of the group. She's somebody I can never hope to understand, but maybe that's a good thing, considering my track record. You know, I've thought about a plan myself. What do you mean? It's dumb and reckless even to me, so I haven't mentioned it to anyone yet. Have you seen my actions lately? Your own mind must be really tricking you if you think anything you think is of more foolish than what I did. I guess I get that, but still, it's something that I feel like nobody would really agree to. Then I take the challenge. Give me every single ludicrous, godforsaken plan you have. At the very least, it'd be entertaining to see how chaotic they are. Perhaps if they're crazy enough, Luro and Igarashi would join you. How do you pronounce Luro? Is it silent X, right? Luro? Something like that? I don't know. Well, if you're right about that, they might be into this sort of crazy plan. But anyways, after the motive was revealed, I was thinking about how easy of a victim I would be. Easy victim? Tell that to the guy who's hated by everyone here except for the soft flower girl and the pop idol. At least you're probably stronger than me. If you're experienced in so many fields, at least one of them has to be related to some kind of sport or fighting, right? Nope, purely artistic fields. My demons think sports are dirty. Besides, a gardener like you probably has to handle hours of work, pulling roots, shoveling, things like that. How the hell can people do gardening on a daily basis like that? Can't imagine even starting something like that. Pulling out weeds, getting dirt all over your clothing, smacking a shovel into the ground repeatedly. Can barely move a heavy box a few feet without feeling my legs will crumble. I mean, I just really like growing flowers, I guess. It may seem like hard work to anybody else, but it's a calming thing for me. Ah yes, strenuous effort for a few pretty plants. Very exciting. Then what do you do for fun? Think of witty comebacks to people who angered you a year ago? How the hell did you... Trust me, the perfect comeback thing is more commonly sought after than you might think. I have a quite few saved up, but my brain stops functioning the moment I get angry. I can't process many sights or sounds at that point, let alone think of the perfect comeback. Wait, but that's besides the point. Let's get back on topic. Right, maybe we'll recollect our perfect comebacks another day. But yes, my dear masochist, what else do you have to say about how easy it would be to kill you? Well, if you knew nobody and had no bias against anybody in a secluded location, but had to murder one of them, how would you choose? Strange question, Hanasaki, but alright. I'd be a fool if I were to pick the stronger ones. They'd easily overpower me in most scenarios, not counting any non-direct methods of murder. And the smarter, charismatic ones would probably be wary of everybody else immediately, or they'd be hard to get alone. I'd probably target an incredibly trusting individual, I suppose. Somebody that I could get alone and be able to get rid of without much force. Are you asking me to kill you, Hanasaki? I believe your heavy amount of masochism is even starting to creep me out. Why would I ask you to kill me? We're in a small room and I somewhat doubt you'd told anybody you would head here. If it was not my own room, I could easily take the opportunity to kill you now if I truly wanted. Not that much of a fool to manipulate you to such an extent, however. That is quite lucky for a masochist like yourself. Okay, you make a good point. Anyways, you would choose somebody like me to be the victim, right? If I somehow make myself stand out as a potential victim, it might somehow prevent others from being targeted. It's a dumb idea, but what if I make myself an easy target on purpose, but take enough precautions so that an individual outside can catch the killer before I die? Do you want to die? No, but I told you it was dumb, didn't I? Actually, it doesn't sound completely full of ludicrous thinking. If there were cameras or an outside way to view the target's circumstances, it could both prevent a murder and single out who was willing to murder. It's not very safe of a plan in the case something goes wrong, but it is a plan. I see. The technology room has some cameras and walkie-talkies, though the cameras aren't surveillance ones. Huh? What are you saying? I'm not saying you should, but if you're dead set on the plan of being an obvious victim, I would be willing to assist. Really? Are you sure? I mean, it's incredibly unlikely to work. In worst case scenario, I'll just die without the killer being caught beforehand. Let's be honest with ourselves. Somebody will become a victim, if not you. I'd prefer it if it wasn't myself or the one fool I tolerate. But it could be anybody. A group of teenagers with wildly varying careers and pasts. Teenagers are violent enough already, but in an enclosed environment, well, you know. That's true, I think. If you really think there's some actual basis for my idea, then I'll do it. But only in the worst case scenario. If an argument happens at a concert and it doesn't help boost the group's morale. Then we can make myself look weak somehow, like me being the victim of said argument. I see. You really are something, Hanasaki. I didn't expect a fool such as yourself to truly be this ambitious. You hide it well. Why do you still call me a fool? What? You apologize, but you still say fool a lot. I'm used to it. Every individual is a fool until proven otherwise. It's not just you. I see. I don't actually get his reasoning, but before I questioned it more, a voice rang out. Ding, 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 is this thing working? It is working. You aren't even holding a microphone. Hey, don't speak while I'm making my very important announcements. Then hurry it up. I'll not let you waste the group's time any longer, you get it?
I'm not afraid of a piece of scrap metal with emotional dysregulation. That's a word? Huh, first time I'm seeing that. Hey, don't be so rude to your... Then hurry up. Fine, fine. My wonderfully gruesome guest, head to the technology room. Miss Fuyuka has a wonderful plan to supposedly keep you all safe, so I decided to assist. It'll be fun to see if it fails so miraculously. You forgot to mention the second part. You insolent little... Ahem, bring your mother videos as well. Attendance and retrieval of your videos is mandatory. Is there anything else, Miss Ungrateful Guest? No. After that, the voices stopped. That happened. It certainly did. We should probably head over and avoid breaking the robot's rules more. Who knows how angry they are with Kageyama's presence around. Yeah. Nodding, the two of us started doing as we were told. I really like their chemistry though. I like Daisaku and Hanasaki. While Hanasaki continually doubts herself when it's not Daisaku, she just becomes herself and becomes more open when it's Daisaku and her just talking. I love that. I fucking love this. I wonder why Hanasaki is really open to Daisaku. Maybe it's because she reminds him of her, and that also he reminds her of him. Is that kind of thing? We headed to the technology room together, videos in hand, with several other people heading there as well. After some time, everyone was in the technology room. What the fuck is all of this about? You said some crap about Daisaku working with Dia, but now you're all buddy-buddy with that waffle iron? Waffle iron? I can make more breakfast goods than just waffles, thank you very much. Oh, what kind of foods? I really like pancakes with strawberries and syrup and whipped cream and blueberries and... That useless information aside, I needed the minimal assistance of Dia for this plan. Luckily for me, they listened. Meanie? For what exactly? Are you planning to blow this all up right here and now with Dia given explosives? What? Obviously not. Anyways, my plan was to restrict everybody from seeing their videos any longer, so... Isn't that like impossible? Everybody would just fucking lie about theirs, and we'd die if we break the crappy devices. Would you all be quiet? Stop interrupting me, and maybe you won't be the first to have your life end here. Everybody kept silent, except for some groans from a few people. Now let me explain my plan. Don't interrupt again. I spent some time first deciding on a location. It wouldn't be good to fully restrict access to one room, but this room luckily has a closet. And so I asked Dia for a lock on this closet door. All of us will put our videos in this closet. Besides Tsubaki and myself, I do not believe any of you would be experienced at lockpicking. I can confirm Tsubaki here has no motive video, though we cannot confirm they are trustworthy fully. They did not lie about that. Wait, you knew I could lockpick? I saw a lockpicking kit in your room this morning. Do you truly think I wouldn't observe what unique items you have? Each of us presumably has items we are familiar with in our rooms. If you did not know how to lockpick, it would be useless to put it there. Good point. Go on. That's clever. Anyhow, if anybody forcibly breaks into the closet or breaks the lock, it would count as a breaking of the rules. Yep, break this baby, break your bones. Wait, but what if other people know how to lockpick? What then? I doubt any of you will give me a true answer regarding your knowledge of lockpicking, so I cannot completely be assured of it. But if any of you do somehow get in, then we'll handle it if and when it occurs. Now. Fuyuka pulled out a key and unlocked the nearby closet door. Throw your videos inside. You have a key. What point would there be in fucking getting rid of these videos if a person like you can still access yours? Or somebody could attempt to steal your key. I wouldn't put it past a few individuals here. Dia will destroy the key once we are finished here. Yep, the key is sure to be a good meal for me, you know? You can eat? Besides metal objects, unfortunately not. If I could, I'd certainly eat all kinds of cookies and breakfast foods. What a shame. In any case, Fuyuka, are you completely certain this will prevent a murder? Most individuals present would have already viewed their video. Nothing is guaranteed to work. In any case, the more you see the videos, the more you'll feel tempted to escape. If we can halt the stress level increase now, then it may prevent a reckless murder. Or have you ever thought about having the opposite effect? Because we can't see the videos now, the more stress it increases, because the more paranoid we get, the more we're like, oh my god, why did I give up my video, yada yada, something like that. So it's a double-edged sword, but sure, let's go with that. I like to see somebody here go step or slash. Actually, a mortal like that is probably already too far gone in that scenario. Ignore your idiocy. Everybody, put your videos in. Are you sure? How could I be more sure? No matter how much we all miss our loved ones in the video, we must follow Miss Kageyama's command. She knows best for the group after all. A few more willing people put their videos in the closet first. Hanasaki, same time? Daisaku decided to put our videos in the closet at the same time. Fucking adorable, what the hell. Eventually, everyone did the same, even if Fuyuka had to forcefully take their videos from them. I truly hope this works. I don't fucking trust you, Fuyuka. If one goddamn person here dies, you better have a good fucking explanation. Please, Asuka, no more arguments. I think most of us are getting tired of them. Yeah, you're right. You damn best. I don't need to explain my stuff or anything. If one of you is already thinking of a murder plan, then that is not my fault. And now, go ahead, Dia. Fuyuka locked the closet door and held out the key for Dia, to which Dia chomped on it. Delicious. Not as delicious as the tears and blood of people, but good enough. Now I must bid you farewell, my guest. I have much work to do in my waffle-making part-time job. With that, Dia vanished. Will this actually work? Any of this? Are you sure you all are not fools just wasting your time? Well, if you all let yourselves get all worked up over people who'll never see again anyways, then that is on me. Your lives aren't my responsibility the moment you decide to go against what I say. So the moment I find out any of you murder, I'll kill you myself. Kill us yourself? That shit is fucking terrifying to hear, you know? Sometimes I truly forget you're a bodyguard, but it truly is obvious in moments such as these, because since there's a S in the moments, of course, it plural as these. Wait, Miss Kageyama, there's no need for any of that. With our plans combined, I am sure nobody will feel tempted to murder. Plans combined? What are you talking about? Oh, did nobody tell you? Mayumi, Daisaku, Colette, and myself will have a concert to boost group morale. We already set most of everything up. That is why the technology room is emptier than usual as well. Are you kidding me? What would I be kidding about? A concert? Without even asking me? The only one here with the experience in safety precautions and guarding concerts? Somebody could tamper with the equipment you use. Somebody could set a trap on stage. Somebody could isolate another person and kill while everybody else is distracted. I suppose all of those are possibilities, but did you not think of any of that? If you had informed me prior, I could help make precautions, but you... This isn't some happy little world where music can suddenly make everything alright. Yeah, unfortunately, the world is that cruel. Every single person saw their loved ones in deadly situations, yet you completely ignore that. You continue to pretend that your little idol act will really help anybody. No, I just... Chiyuki started shaking. Oh no, don't do that. I just want everyone to... I need to go. No, come back, Chiyuki. Chiyuki quickly ran off. What the fuck? Did you really need to dig that deep? You shouldn't have been so mean. That isn't the right way to explain your point of view at all. I only said the truth. I didn't know the truth was a synonym for insulting a poor girl like that. I didn't know a mortal could be more malevolent than even I. Come on, Cherry, let's help her. Yeah, let's go. Mao and Colette exited the technology room as well. Fuyuka, I completely understand your concerns, but I assure you that Chiyuki has no bad intentions. I watch over everybody while helping them prepare. Nobody set any traps or tampered with any equipment. I can back her up. I talked with Utazumi, Aikawa, and L plenty. None of them did a thing. Really, can you 100% confirm that? Can you fully confirm that nobody aside from Tsubaki can lockpick? Are you able to confirm no individual will sneak into Tsubaki's room somehow and steal the kit you mentioned? Are you able to confirm no individual in this room has the motive to kill at this exact moment? Are you sure that somebody has not already completed planning their murder and are not just waiting to act? No, to any of those. Then let Chiyuki have the concert. As a leader and a bodyguard, your utmost priority must be safety and security. Not just physically either. Listen to my words. I shall warn you that the mental well-being of every individual within this place is important as well. It would be best not to forget to consider a factor such as that. Fine. However, if anything happens, it is on you and her. I share no blame. I completely understand. I'll go tell Chiyuki. She should know about this change of plans. Without interruption, Toshi ran off. After a lot of silence within the group, many people went their separate ways as well. Eventually, it was just the 5 of us. I truly hope nothing goes wrong. I feel similarly. Fuyuka is persistent. Thankfully, you managed to convince her to a point. We are all already so distressed by the videos, but Fuyuka insulting Chiyuki is so deeply crossing the line. Yeah, insulting the person that gives rainbow and buddies and all that positivity is a line we cannot cross. The videos, yep. We mustn't let those, that's how I spell mustn't, disgraceful contraptions of that piece of metal sway us. Why? Are you okay, Mayume? Huh? No, I am perfectly fine. I simply was reflecting upon my video. A past friend I admired dearly was in it, so I miss her greatly. But do not worry, I know in my heart that she is fine without me. My video contained a friend as well, and she seemed to be struggling. I hope that one day I'll be able to visit her again, but in any case, we all just have to believe they're alright. I just wish for one day one individual would not hurt others here. I wish for one day we could have peace. I want the same. I wish everything could just be peaceful for one day. Technically, we've been here for 3-4 days, and so far it has been pretty peaceful. Sort of. My beliefs are aligned with those of Hanasaki. I respect you, Daisaku. What? You have improved yourself within this past day, have you not? I noticed it. Yeah, character development. I am grateful that you are improving. You do seem less argumentative, if that's the right way to put it. I think he thanks you. Hanasaki speaking for Daisaku is so fucking cute. Yeah, Hanasaki, whatever. I will not acknowledge any of this foolish nonsense. I suppose you are still a little rough around the edges. Do not worry, for I shall aim to whittle you down. Whittle me? What kind of foolery are you spouting? Good luck, you'll need it. You fools! See, they're starting to like you too, Daisaku. So that means you like Daisaku first? Interesting. Yeah, you might be a little less scary now. How was I so frightening in the first place? For a bit of time, the group of us talked more. It was nice. But eventually, the other 3 left to go about their own business. Only Daisaku and I remained. It was probably time to bring up the plan. Do you think we should take the walkie-talkies for our plan? These cameras don't seem to be good for our purpose, but... Pick up 2 of the 4 walkie-talkies. To test it out, I simply pressed the on button on both of them and put one closer to me, holding my finger on the center button. Testing, does this work? The words came out of the second walkie-talkie just fine. I handed the second one to Daisaku. He grabbed it inside. Not the absolute best form of communication, but it should be sufficient. To my surprise, the same words came out of the walkie-talkie I held. Huh? Don't you have to press and hold the button or something for walkie-talkies to send a message? Dia is quite odd in their ways. It's possible that these work like regular phones instead. So they took the functionality of a phone's calling function in the appearance of a walkie-talkie. I believe this is going to be used in the trial or something. Ah, darn it, I'm almost out of tea. So they took the functionality of a phone's calling function in the appearance of a walkie-talkie. Possibly, who the hell am I to say what goes on in that walnut-sized chip brain of a robot? Right, but this might help even more. You can hear if anything sounds out of the ordinary as long as I have it on. I suppose it could be useful, however. Are you still certain about this, Hanasaki? Don't make such foolish decisions on a whim. Like you did? Right, I guess I'm one to talk. If you're sure, then let's proceed. Thanks. Why am I doing this? Why am I expecting everything to go wrong? Nobody can see the videos anymore, and we'll have a concert soon enough to bring the group together. Shouldn't I be trying to believe in everybody? No, I know too well that people lie. That people lie and pretend and criticize you for things you can never even control. That's just the world I live in. No matter how much I believe in a person, that doesn't matter. Hanasaki, is everything alright? And him, why is he helping me? This plan is stupid. It isn't likely to work at all. Uh-oh, she's going a little cuckoo. He should be insulting and criticizing me right now. He should be doing anything except helping me. So why? Hanasaki, what if he's planning to kill me himself? What if all of that apologizing was just bullshit meant to lure me in? What if this was a mistake in the first place? Everything I did, everything I will do. What's the point? What's the point of even... Hikari Hanasaki, what's going on? I'm here, sorry. You terrified me, damn it. What was that foolish look on your face? Look at my face? You look hopeless. It was a terrifying expression. Is everything alright with you? Everything's fine. I'm fine. Best case scenario, no murder occurs in the next few days. Days with an S. Worst case scenario, somebody else becomes a victim. Don't worry about me. I'm just a bit nervous, but that's normal with everything going on. Alright, if you say so, Hanasaki. I'll be going to bed. See you tomorrow. Right, tomorrow indeed. I rushed out of the technology room and into the hall. Unfortunately, there was a person in my way. Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I in your way, Hikari? Oh no, I'm sorry. I was going too fast and didn't look where I was going. Oh, but where's Mayumi? Weren't you just with her? Yeah, but she's busy talking to Chiyuki. I'm not great at making people feel happy or comfortable at all, so I didn't join her. And afterwards, she's planning to head back to the technology room with Tsubaki to do a last-minute check of the needed equipment for the concert chill. Still, I'm sure Miss Mayumi can make everything alright. Why do you trust somebody like Mayumi so much? Huh? What do you mean, Hikari? I apologize, that was a weird question. I meant, you seem to get along with her since I first met you too. Did you two know each other outside of the situation? Oh, that's what you meant. I get that it might sound weird, but no, I didn't know her. It's embarrassing to admit, but she reminds me of one of my mums. The two of them even look sort of similar. So that's the reason. I guess it makes some sense. I understand, a big mom friend, huh? I guess so. If I'm scared around people like Tsubaki, if she says they're trustworthy, I'll listen. Even my mom would go around befriending criminals if she had the chance, I bet. One time she told me how she befriended a family of raccoons when she was a kid. I have no idea how she managed that, but I wouldn't say it's impossible for her. I miss them. I miss my moms. Do you mind if I ask something? Huh? What do you want to ask? Hearing you talk about your moms, it makes me wonder. Were they in your video? You, guess right. They were. I just don't want to think about those videos again. I was panicked enough after seeing it. With Fuyuka restricting our access to them, it means I don't have to think about it anymore. Hopefully, at least. I'm sorry, Ryu. I shouldn't have mentioned it. It's just my brother was in my video, and I guess we have that in common, about family being in our videos. It's okay, I just need to focus on other stuff, like the concert coming up, and I'm planning the horror movie marathon with Colette. I don't want to let myself be afraid of everything and everybody right now. I can't let myself be like that. It isn't as easy as that, is it? To trust that people aren't taking advantage of you, or aren't hiding their disdain for you? I wish it was that easy. Yeah, everything will be okay. That's just what we have to believe. I know, so I'll be brave. So, brave as I can be anyway. That's what my moms would say. They would encourage me to be brave, so I just have to do that. One day I'll become brave enough again. That's great, I'll be brave too. Everything will be alright. I hope so. But thanks, Hikari, you helped me feel a bit better. No problem. Soon enough, Ryo and I parted ways and I returned to my room. Shut up, brain. I don't need this right now. I just need to ignore these voices in my head. I just need to focus on something else. Please, Common Sense, just let me rest for one day. Sleep will help, right? Right. As I tried to desperately ignore the thoughts drilling into my skull, I jumped into bed and dug my face into my pillow. Can we have an image of that? The day was more exhausting than I would have liked to admit, so I fell asleep the moment I got into bed. Now what? There we go. Welcome back to our nightly talk show. For this special broadcast, I have a guest with me. You know them, you love them. It's me. What a surprise, right? But I better ask our special guest a few questions. I know my audience is probably curious about the videos, right? All of them show some kind of deadly situation. Can I explain that? Well, I can't say much, but one of those videos would be very bad for another participant if discovered. That's a spicy fact, isn't it? That doesn't break any rules of what I'm allowed to say, does it? I hope not. I don't want to be replaced. I don't want my memories to be erased, but I hope the concert goes well. Good night. Whoa. Okay, I think I've been going on for too long. I should probably stop. Wait, let me just... Another day, another slow process of waking up. There we go. So yeah, I think I've been going on for too long. I have to prepare for work. So yeah, that was Jikoronpa, Laments of Isolation. So far, so good. Daisaku and Hikari are fucking. I love their chemistry together. So yeah, if you want to try the game for yourself, it's available on itch.io. I have to remind everybody, I'm still a small channel. I cannot post links yet. So yeah, it's on itch.io. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.